If you smell what the Rockets are cooking, finally, we've come back to H-Town.
Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications.
What's the motherfucking deal? We got back so close, and it looked to half the old chat still up in there. What's going down? Titans up, Mr. Killer KB. Yeah, man, I almost forgot the Rockets game. I was so fired up, man. I was so mad about the B.O.B. I mean the Bob McNair shit. I forgot. But welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're new to this, not true to this. If you're new to the Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. So that means we're talking all sports, but only Houston. But with that being said, we're talking about the Rockets tonight. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna talk about this motherfucking B Rockets game. We're gonna do a little bit of a shorter sauce. We're gonna get into the 3 points to ponder, and I didn't even get those booted up, but we're going to boot them up right now. And like I said, I was running so late, I'm glad I actually pre-prepared earlier in the motherfucking me week. That's what I'm telling you, man. Like, preparing ahead of time is always way more convenient. This one. All right. Let's talk about this one here. Let's start off with this one. All right. So we're going to get to the 3 points to ponder, man, and we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about the Rockets, but you know how we start this thing off. I almost forgot. The most important thing is it's the roll call. Hey, what's up, y'all? What you got to say? Who's on the mic with Addis Crew? Y'all know about this shit, man. See, right there, that shit right there, that's some old H-Town shit. Y'all don't know about that shit. One, y'all either too young. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't about that action. Y'all don't know nothing about that right there. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know nothing about that old throwback Mad Hatter morning show motherfucking me shit. You know what I'm talking about? But it's the roll call. So we're gonna get that in. So we got in the mix. Like I say, we got Humble and Arkansas in the mix already. We gonna hold it down, motherfuckers. Like, look, you didn't cuss at us too much already, Honcho, about the McNair situation. We don't want to fuck with y'all no more. John Waller, I'm going to say Dame. Man. I'm going to have to go with Dame, man. I don't like Dame whenever we play against him, but Dame, he can hoop. He ball. He's assassinated us a time or two. Fuck that motherfucker. But it is what it is, man. It is exactly what it is. So, again, the roll call. And we're going to have to be a little bit speedier in the sauce because, again, it's a short sauce, but it's all Gucci. Let's see what we got cracking. First point to ponder here. I'm going to get in it to win it. First point to ponder is, what is the meaning? At this point, we are the number 1 seed. None of this shit matters to us. And the reason why I say what is the meaning of this game is because, really, the Blazers are pretty much locked into the 3rd seed. I still got the old thing down at the bottom. Let me fix the ticker. Let me look. Oh, not that ticker. Let me take the other ticker off. I ain't even update that shit. I still got the old one. I ran and got some groceries and did some other shit in the meantime. Between time, I ain't have time to do everything I needed to do. But, so y'all forgive me for the extra ticker. What is the meaning? What is the value of this game to a 1 seed? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the Rockets aren't, unless, you're just talking about some pride. Because, all the shit that these motherfuckers been talking, and you want to get a good warm-up game in, you want to get a good tune-up game in, and, you want to keep that intensity going. Cause we've been playing a couple of scrubby teams and haven't been showing up as a late. We handled the Wizards, so we need to see if we can go in and handle a team like the Blazers, because that's a good position to be in, dismantling the number 3 seed in the West, because we know the West is the best. Dismantling the number 3 seed in the West going into the playoffs will show that you are asserting your dominance over the conference. So I do believe that this is a I won't say a heat check game. I won't say this is an identifier of sorts. That we already know the Rockets are number one. We already know they're the best in the league. That's not even a question. But this is just kind of a gauge to see where the energy is. That's kind of how I feel. Kind of see what the pulse of the team is. But at the same time, it has no real meaning. So unless you want to make some pride, unless you want to make some shit into it, it could kind of go either way. It just depends on how these guys actually feel about this motherfucking game. I mean, I can't tell you how they feel. But to me, it's kind of meaningless. But then again, you want to gauge the sauce. You want to gauge your level of energy going into this. Second point to ponder. Let's get it. Dame will come up lame. Okay, and I'm telling you why. Now I heard somebody saying, okay, let me set y'all up there. Now I heard somebody saying that, excuse me. I heard somebody saying that Dame may not play tonight, and if he doesn't, that's unfortunate because I always want to play the best of the best, so no one has excuses as to why they cannot participate, why they cannot. As to why they cannot, we should have won, but such and such wasn't playing. Or we should have won, but, you know who was out and whatever. So no excuses because we know even with Dame, they can't beat us. But I feel like to them, this game is a gauge. And Dame, all them game, Dame, all them lame. Fuck them. My thing is that, hold on 1 second because I was supposed to. Let me fix that here. Apologize for that. But Dame is, I keep calling him Game maybe because he's whack. But he's going to gauge this game as a marker for him because he looks at the Rockets and he feels like, hey, I'm just as good as any point guard out there. I'm just as good as any guard out there, period. Him and C.J. McCollum both feel the same way. And so he's going to use this game as a measuring stick. And if they get the win tonight, then you're going to hear Blazers fans going off the hinges talking about, oh, we could beat the Rockets in the playoffs. And they're going to bring up those old, that old shit from way back. And let me see what's up. Give me y'all just a second here. I'm trying to make sure I get this properly booted into it. See what we got going on here. Let me get this right. I don't know why the capture acting crazy on me. All right, there we go. And set the. 1 second. Let me slide you over yonder and bring you in. We're gonna transition this properly. All right, shout out to Man Up. We'll get in. Yeah, we go. Cause I told you I want to start doing like little Rockets round tables, and I know folks were kind of busy. I was kind of running late, so I apologize that it got started off a little sketchy. But Man Up over there putting in work, and still bringing y'all some motherfucking commentary. Now that's some real shit. That's some real shit. What's going on, Man Up? How you doing this evening, man?
Can't complain. Just to let you know, I only got a couple of minutes, and I gotta get up out of here. But
man, that's
let me go ahead and spill my.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and spill my spiel real quick.
Put your flavor on it, man.
I mean, it's a nice ball.
Of course, they said Damian Lillard is not playing today, and which I ain't gonna say make things easier, but it makes things a little bit better for the Rockets. But at the same time, I think we need to cool our jets with our players real quick right now, man, because as you just heard that Kyrie Irving with the Boston Celtics, he's out for the rest of the season and the playoffs. And we don't want nothing like that to happen. So I think we need to, think twice about our players and our health and stuff like that.
I've heard D'Antoni kind of say, he'd rather them. He's like, man, we didn't got enough rest. He feels like he's gauged the minutes well. And, he wants those guys to play because he said he'd rather them have rhythm than rest. And so I think he's giving guys, like he's not resting them as a whole. Ariza got a night off, I think, last game. He said he tried to give Tucker a night off. Tucker wasn't having that shit. Excuse me. And Tucker wasn't having that shit. He was like, man, I want to play. He ain't want the night off. And so I think he's just kind of, compartmentalizing how he's using these guys. He's not giving everybody a night off so that way it ain't just a shitty game for the fans. But he is, kind of resting them here and there. So, but I definitely agree with that. And that's something that I've kind of worried about too. Is like, going into the playoffs, you want to make sure everything healthy. You want to make sure you easing up on CP3, not doing too much with him. Because we know he's
been having a hamstring problem.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's been having that. He's been having a hamstring. So, And if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong on this one, but if I'm not mistaken, it was also a groin. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong on that one, but I know he had a hamstring problem, and he finally came back the other night against the Wizards. But so I think that yeah, like I said though, I don't think it should be like a total night off. Like I said before, I think maybe like just play 10 minutes throughout, for the whole game or something like that. Somewhere around those lines. Yeah. Keep them going, but don't let them just get rusty or nothing like that. That's all I'm saying. Because you get to thinking about this. You don't want your top players going down, hindering your championship season, stuff like that. So
that would be tragic.
So what now?
Say it'd be tragic.
That would be tragic.
Yeah, that would be tragic to put in all this work and then you have somebody go down after everything we've done this season. That would be awful. Yeah, you're not lying. That would definitely be
we had an amazing season. Mm-hmm. But I want to go ahead and say this. I got to get on out of here. Yeah. But I am. If you do it on Saturday when we play, I forgot who it was. But if you do it, I'm available 100% on Saturday. Okay. But I got to get up out of here right now.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to fuck with us, man.
All right, no problem, man. Y'all stay cool. Let's chill on our Rockets, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Up.
Cool. Stay safe.
All right.
Already, but I definitely agree.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Really. It's like the thing is you definitely like that would be a very unfortunate situation to have had this historic season for the franchise and going to the playoffs and be interesting. Well, I guess Dame will come up lame if he's not playing. Then he's really lame. He might. I don't know. Is it an injury? Or is he just not playing?
Yeah, he got injured again 2 nights ago for the last game.
Okay, what kind of injury did
Dame have? Lame Dollar don't want those problems. Lame Dollar don't want those problems.
Yeah. He went off on like a stretcher or something like that after the game.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he messed up his ankle bad.
That's unfortunate. But the thing is, man, it's a situation with Dame and John Wall that they have in common. Do you realize like their teams tend to play better when they're down because they play more as a team? Like that's why a lot of Wizards. I mean, and I wonder if that affects the chemistry with the Wizards in that locker room. But I mean, a lot of Wizards they felt like they were a better team without John Wall. I mean, they were winning, they were hooping. Other guys were getting the ball. I mean, it was an interesting thing to see because you wonder about the impact of these stars sometimes and with what they do. I mean, are they being overutilized? I mean, they make teams better, and we understand. But the thing
I look at the whole thing like this: a superstar, they're gonna make stuff happen no matter their situation. So I look at guys like John Wall and Dame Dollar as kind of like I look at them as stars. So there's superstars and then there's stars. Like Harden, he's a superstar. Kemba Walker, he's a star, but he's not a superstar. Like you got to kind of split those up because don't get it wrong. Any team would love to have Damian Lillard on that squad.
Exactly.
But he's not enough to carry your team.
I thought Cleveland should have drafted him with Kyrie Irving alongside Kyrie Irving that year instead of picking Tristan Thompson.
Ooh, that'd have been nasty.
Sleep on that.
That'd have been a tough squad to deal with. I mean, you having 2 guys like that. I'm gonna get this third point to ponder, and that third point to ponder is defense. Defense. We gotta say it like we're cheering. But this is a playoff preview for the best defenders. Well, that's how I was feeling before I literally got hurt because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did these a couple of days ago. I'm trying to get more efficient, so I was trying to do all my games for the week so I wouldn't have to be in a rush. So thankfully I did do that. So I do have 3 points to ponder. Otherwise, we would have had no sauce. But you got these guys like Muthaf, PJ Tucker, Ariza. Going against these next couple of teams, we got OKC coming up soon. We have, I think we're in the season with the Lakers, and I forgot who else. But again tonight, so we're gonna have a couple of games where these guys are gonna get to get in that mode where it's gonna be time to start locking guys down. And I feel like right now this is playoff practice. There's gonna be time to start getting ready to get in that mind frame of we're not letting anything slip. Every possession counts. It's not a lot of that carefree basketball. If y'all stretch out and pull out a lead, cool. Then, you kind of do your thing, but you still want to be able to secure that. I think you have to start practicing your playoff scenarios right now. Because if you don't, you may have a little trouble when some of these situations come up. I mean, this is a teaching moment. This is a practicing moment for the Rockets, and against a team like the Blazers, we've handled the Blazers a couple of times, and they're mad about it, and I'm sure Dame's the most mad about it because he wants another shot to try to prove his point and knock the ball out of Chris Paul's hands. He still failed to do that. I mean, how are you guys feeling about this situation defensively with the Rockets? I believe now, if I'm not mistaken, that are they back in the top 5? I want to say they were back in the top 5 on defense. And so you're talking about a number 1 offense and a top 5 defense. I mean, that's the formula for a championship. I have to double check that. I know a couple of days ago they were back top 5. Or in the vicinity 5, 6 somewhere in there. But how do y'all feel about this? How do you feel about the Rockets defense? Because everybody looks at this as they're just a high scoring offensive threat. They won't be able to hang in the playoffs when teams start locking them down.
I mean, defensively, I think the Rockets can go with anybody. Because, I mean, granted, people still want to give Harden shit for his defense, even though he's been much improved over the last couple of years. We have probably the most depth with our defense, just like our offense. Like Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul, Trevor Ariza, Luka Mbamute, Capella. It's not Nene's best thing, but he's a decent defender. Gerald Green can defend. Eric Gordon's a decent defender. Did I already say P.J. Tucker?
I don't think so, because it's like, the boy P.J. Tucker, motherfucker. That's my favorite.
Hey, P.J. Tucker's got that dog in him.
Yeah, look,
he's got that dog.
You ain't finna punk him. You ain't finna score on him. You ain't finna do nothing. You just might as well walk away, because P.J. Tucker ain't playing with nobody. And that's, like I say, that finally getting guys like that on the team that we haven't really had. I mean, Beverly was cool, and don't get me wrong, I love Beverly's defense, but Beverly was a pest, not a dog. You know what I'm saying? He would bother. He'd do a passive aggressive, annoying type shit. But we loved it because he was on our team. But P.J. Tucker is going to get in your face and let you know exactly what the motherfucking deal is. And it ain't going to be no bullshit. It ain't going to be that I'm talking to you but not looking at you type shit, that old side eye. I'm way over here. Yeah, your whole ass. Now, P.J. Tucker going to let you know exactly how he feel. And then he going to have the freshest shoes on the court on at all times. That motherfucker's shoe collection is ridiculous. How you have Jordan asking you where you got Jordans from? What kind of shit is that? Like, Jordan,
he got more Jordans than CP3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And CP3 sponsored by Jordan.
Yeah, that's
got his own shoes.
But no, PJ Tucker last year in the playoffs when the Raptors were playing against the Cavs, they called PJ Tucker the LeBron stopper because he gave LeBron headache.
Yeah,
like he don't care who it is. He doesn't care what he's going against. He's just going out there trying to lock you up.
Exactly.
And we need that.
Exactly.
And with CP3 and the healthy Harden, Curry ain't who Curry gonna guard? You can't hide Curry. You can't hide him on PJ Tucker.
Oh yeah,
you can't hide.
That's been my big.
Hey, that's been my big thing with the Warriors. Mm-hmm. Their biggest liability is the fact that when they play a team that has two elite guards, they can't hide Steph Curry.
Yep.
Because if you can't, and I'm gonna use the Rockets in this since we're talking about the Rockets, of course. Curry, like Wise said, ain't going to guard Chris Paul. He's not going to guard Harden because both of them will cook him if he tries to defend him. He can't go on any small forward. He's too little to defend any small forward, power forward, or center. So he's going to be on an island at some point with either Chris Paul and Harden, and they will absolutely destroy him. Like, we might literally see an ankle breaker. That's how bad they gonna do him.
Actual physical baby ankle broken on the court.
Like, I'm telling you, man, Curry's got them newborn baby deer ankles.
Yeah, that shit is.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I want him there. I want him to be there because I want him to suffer. I want him to be embarrassed. I want him to be punished, and I want everybody to see the liability. See, that's what the Warriors have had that advantage. We ain't even giving a shit about the Blazers. We talk Warriors now. They've always had that advantage to have so many offensive players that teams are worried about being able to guard them. They've never had to face a team that could do what they can do. Now, when they see a similar situation, you got 5 guys on the court that can score on you in a myriad. Well, you got 4 guys on the court at all time that can shoot, and from anywhere, and then you have a center who's going to hold it down. They don't have a center like Capella. That's the big deal. And then you're talking about Curry. He is a defensive liability. I mean, like I say, at the end of the game last time they played, when you saw Ariza Snapchat when he was hanging with Bobby Brown, they was excited. He called it before James even cooked him. He's like, that's what we want. That's what we want. He wanted Curry to line up because they all know Curry's a liability. He's not stopping shit. And that's when James cooked him up, man. Curried up some Curry, man. And so that's why I say I want for all I wouldn't even care about playing OKC. I want to beat him again for stealing James his MVP. Beat him again when he has a more talented team just to prove a point. Beat them again. And then beat the Warriors he's got to go on a revenge tour for all his old MVPs that he deserves. While LeBron sits over there and cries. Man, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to change the subject for just a second. Let me get rid of this third point to ponder. Change the subject for just a second. But while I'm changing the subject, man, y'all know what time it is. Because it's a much shorter sauce, I forgot. So let's go ahead and get those mark my words in. And I'm going to make sure I get that going. But I've developed, I used to just not care. And I'd be like, I actually was a LeBron. It was a point where I would say I was a fan of LeBron. I liked LeBron. I wouldn't say I would just, any and everything he did. But I liked LeBron. But now, after the whole Nick Saban, LeBron situation, I think I'm through with that dude. I'm through with him. I'm through with him even wanting to, not even wanting, but any possibility of him becoming a Rocket, I have no interest in it. Nothing, none of it. You know what I'm saying? I want nothing to do with none of the shit. Because if you're crying about a situation like, motherfucker, barbershops invented barbershop talk. You didn't invent that shit. You just thought it was a good idea. Like I said before, I had an idea with Saul Sports to do some type of barbershop situation. I just ain't found a barbershop, or the one, where my partner got is just a little bit out of pocket for what I wanted to do, because I have a partner that owns one. I thought about doing some shit like it. So there's not a new idea. It's not original. It's just something that people do, and it's a comfortable setting where you go in a barbershop, motherfuckers talking sports. They might be talking politics, whatever. That's where the realest conversations go down, because ain't no women around, so niggas going to be talking how they really want to talk. But if they wife right, they ain't going to want to say that shit. But, I'm just like, it's like, okay, hey, you're good, you're great, you're one of the best to ever do it, could go down as the best to ever do it. But my dude, Voodoo Child, we all know Ice Cube invented barbershop talk. But it's just, that's like, dog, come on, stop being a fucking diva, man. Like, you've gone too far with the getting mad. And my lawyers will figure it out.
I don't want to. Yeah. That's like, because, he's going to bring the drama, and then on top of that, as soon as he comes here, all of Harden's credit is gone.
Exactly. That's
all of it. Because as soon as he comes here, it's LeBron's team now.
Exactly.
Which is why I've been big saying I would rather have Kawhi Leonard here or Paul George here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because they're going to be better defensively, and they'll be able to add that 3-point shot, which is something LeBron has. Though he's gotten better, he has struggled with it through his career.
Yeah. And I don't want all those bandwagon fans, man. I don't want to see everybody become a Rockets fan just because of LeBron. Exactly. We've been Rockets fans since when we was struggling with Kevin Martin, Omer Sheik, back in the day. With Steve Franchise, Contino Mobley. Come on, man.
All I'm going to say about Kevin Martin is Kevin Martin dates whack hoes. Okay. Because I'm just saying, I know some hoes Kevin Martin used to fuck with back when he was in the city, dog. And that boy used to, if you are, this dude says, CP3 have 2 points and 8 assists. All right, right now you're mark my words if you say so. But Kevin Martin used to fuck with some real, like, here's my thing. If I'm a star and I got money like that, shit, if it's get that bad, motherfucker, you ain't got no game, go buy a bitch. Like, you can afford it. Like, don't be out there being seen lacking with some after the club jump offs and shit.
Warriors getting smashed by Pacers right now, by the way.
Oh, what's the
score?
Yeah, score on that.
44-56.
Damn.
God damn. Okay.
Drink 20, but Victor Oladipo, man, like, honestly, and taking all the homerism out of him, I think Dame is out of this game. I don't know if anybody's actually on the Rockets sitting out this game, Brandon. The Victor Oladipo, honestly, I would vote for him for the MIP. As much as I like what Capella's doing,
I would.
I just have to say, like, that dude is putting together a great year, and I'm doing it outside of the shadow of Russell Westbrook, and I'm glad that people can see how much of a hindrance Russell Westbrook is to a person. You know what I'm saying? And so my
Now,
thing it kills me. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this. Victor Oladipo was basically the same player his entire career.
Yeah.
He goes to OKC. His numbers get worse.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves OKC, and his numbers skyrocket.
Mm-hmm. Gordon dropped
like that's not a coincidence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I say, even though I give Kevin Durant a lot of shit, really I give him shit for his choice. I don't give him shit for leaving OKC. Not at all. I mean, I don't give him shit for that. I give him shit for his choice. Well, I understand why he went out of, you said Rhino and Gordon out tonight. And the boys, they scratched that mark. Yeah, you said Gordon dropped 30. See, I just wrote it down too. Goddamn. And see,
I don't give KD grief for leaving OKC. I expected him to leave OKC. Mm-hmm. I had a problem with him going to an already stacked roster and taking less money to do so.
Exactly.
That's where my issue came in. Like, if he had gone to the Wizards, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, good for the Wizards. They got a fucking stacked team now.
Yeah.
But he went to a team that was argued as better than the 96 Bulls.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
That's the fucking problem. That's what I'm saying, man. That shit crazy. What's up, Cavity Creep? Yeah, Bob still out there running his yap trap. Man, can you believe, like, I'm going to dump on that for just a second. Make sure y'all drop your, I put sauce line activated. Not sauce line activated. It's supposed to be the score prediction. I clicked the wrong thing, so I apologize. Let's drop them score predictions out there so we can get those in before it's about to be game time here. Bob was trending on Twitter. You can see Texans playing. They could be the only game on TV. They don't even trend on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, because the Texans don't get nationwide love like that. That's what I'm saying about that motherfucker being a goddamn stain on the fucking organization. He's a trending topic. No, Texans don't ever become trending topics. You know what I'm saying? When Dwayne Brown got traded to Seattle, only probably because Seattle people cared about it. Like, this fucking dude, man, he's got to shut the fuck up. Bob McNair just has to shut the fuck up. But that's enough about him because I spilled a whole bunch of flavor on that shitty motherfucker. Voodoo Child says you're giving it the 119-103. Chet says,
yo, that reminds me of something.
I
was so mad this last game because my words the last game was Harden would drop 40 and he dropped 38. I was so mad. I'm like, shoot it. I don't care if the game's over.
Shoot.
I need my sauce.
That fucking
I'm going to go mark my words. Harden 30 under 30 minutes tonight.
30 under 30? Okay.
30
Okay. That's what's up. 30 under 30. Man, that fucking little dance he be doing in the beginning of the fucking shit, that shit makes me fucking laugh. Yeah. I fucking was I had ran to the store. I'm like, man, what is that song? 'Cause I was trying to get in my Rockets mood. And that song fucking sucks. That song fucking sucks. The only good part of that song is the shoot.
Well, that need to be the anthem for the playoffs.
Yeah, just shoot that bitch, man. Cavity Creep say Green with the 20+. Already. Yeah, Green gonna get some shine. If you're talking about Gordon out and is that Rhino and Gordon?
Gordon and Anderson.
Yeah.
Those are two of the players who take most of his minutes, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's gonna be Gucci. So Green gonna get some shine, and I like that because that's gonna give excuse me, that's gonna give D'Antoni more to look at and kind of gauge how much he wants to play Green in the playoffs. He's already said he's gonna make sure he's gonna play. You gotta play him. You have to play Green because what he does, the spark that he brings, man. Like, I know you shorten your rotation, but that's a guy that has to see some court time, man. Otherwise, I mean, I'm gonna be disappointed. I won't be disappointed if we win it all and Green doesn't see the court. Of course, I'm not gonna cry about it, but I want to see that man get some shine en route to the Rockets winning their championship, so he can say that he contributed, and he already has. Like, let's not lie. That 3 at the end of the game the other day, he can drop 20 here, 28 there. He just does good shit. I mean, he's solid. He's contributed. Let's not knock the fact that he's been a contributor. He's been an asset. But I'd love for him, especially maybe in the finals, to just have an impact, have a game winner, have something like that. Get him an Ori moment or something, and so that goes down in the history of Houston. For Gerald Green, he can leave his mark on the city forever, man. That's what I want for that guy because I love it.
That's something I'm hoping for with these last couple games where we've already have the 1 seed clinched up. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping we do play some of these like like bench guys more.
Yeah.
Because I know D'Antoni said he doesn't want to like throw off rhythm and he's trying to keep that and all that kind of stuff. But and I get we have a ton of depth, but that's not an unlikely playoff scenario where some of these guys farther on the depth chart might have to play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Chris Paul, he's battled some injuries this year. Ryan Anderson has battled some injuries this year. Ariza, Luke and Muthaf. Like, I want everyone to at least have a couple games in their experience for the season.
Yeah.
I want them to at least have that. So they're not just walking in there where, okay, my first game of the year is in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I think everything's gonna be Gucci. I think, guys, if we end up playing like the T-Wolves like in the first round or something like that, I think I would be okay with it. Like, I have no problem with that. I know you were talking about you felt like it was a concern with the T-Wolves.
Yeah, the T-Wolves, I want us to have as easy of a route as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So teams like the Timberwolves, who are a good team, like, they're not going to just give you anything. They're going to make you earn every single point because they have a loaded roster too. Mm-hmm. If possible, I'd prefer to, avoid that route.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Minimize the talent that you have to face. But like I say, yeah, because it might be a different deal. If Butler comes back, it's not going to be the same team. And even though I think we beat him with Butler, but excuse me, pardon me. But I just feel like we got their number. But then again, at the same time, the playoffs are a different animal, and they may be vengeful for getting embarrassed every game this year. They may, stop, Real Family. I don't know. Look, Real Family, the one sending me Kendall. He glamoring over the Kendall Lamb photos. You talking about I'm eating some Kulo? Stop. No groceries over. I go to the grocery store, but I don't eat the groceries. Say it won't matter when Rockets will win all series in less than 6. I agree with that. I don't see him going more than 6. Even if he faced the Golden State, I don't see him going more than 6.
Well, my issue is not being like, oh, we're going to lose to this team if we match up with them. That's not my thing. I just don't want us to have a series with another loaded roster.
Yeah.
Because regardless of if we're better than them, that extra physicality is going to play a factor in health.
Yeah.
Granted, OKC has looked horrible this year for the talent they have on that roster.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George ain't going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Westbrook, even though I think he's a joke, Westbrook ain't going to give it to you. Melo is going to want to prove himself because it'll be the first time he's in the playoffs. And I just don't want that extra talent to come in and potentially get our guys hurt. Because I think it does come down to health for us.
Yeah.
If Chris Paul misses the playoffs, I don't think we're winning at all.
Yeah, we might be in trouble. That might be a serious situation if something happens with Chris Paul. The situation, I agree with what you're saying, because when you have to overexert yourself on both ends of the floor, then it becomes a problem. So yeah, if you could face some less talented teams, and you maybe face some guys that may have overachieved, they just they may be good as cohesively as a unit, but not a lot of individually talented guys, as the Timberwolves are. They are definitely a bunch of talented gentlemen. I agree, man. You definitely don't want to have to execute that. But it's a little after.
The person I want to face is Ginobili. I want him. I want the Spurs just so we can embarrass their ass for that last series.
Just to get them back. Shit, I don't know, man.
I'm sick of hearing, what about Game 6?
Yeah.
What about Game? I'm sick of it.
Yeah, because you know what? And I bet we could win it all, and they'll still talk about this. Well, what about Game 6 2 years ago? Well, what about when he went to the fucking Western Conference Finals with the half-ass talented team? Nobody wants to talk about that. You don't talk about the good. Nobody talks about the good shit that he did. They want to talk about the whole shit. But that's what.
Harden disappears in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Robbie?
Did you see the roster he took to the conference finals where he kept it competitive with Golden State every single game?
Yeah, but no, we're not going to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to speak on that. That would be giving probably one of the better players in the league a praise. We don't want to do that. We want to talk about flops and shit. And like I say, I honestly, I watch Rockets games, and I try to be objective when I watch James. I look at what he does. And all these talking about flop like that, James used to flop a lot. I'll be honest with you. James used to flop. But his mind state has changed up. And it's really the calls that he's getting now are legitimate fouls because he knows how to bait people into to reaching. And he's playing the rules of the game. And the thing is, you take away the free throws, he still leads the league in scoring. And that's what people do not want to hear. People don't want to believe that he wouldn't be the best if he wasn't for all the free. Like, yeah, he drove. Don't foul him. Like, fucking keep your hands out straight. Don't reach in.
That's my thing. I think James Harden is one of the smartest NBA players ever. Because he's not going to be bigger than most of the people. He's not faster. He is the most skilled and the most smart with the rules. Because, I mean, for God's sake, they changed the rule on fouls from the three-point line because he was so good at taking advantage of that rule.
The Harden rule, and they still can't stop it. Still ain't nothing you can do with it. So that's the crazy thing because he's like the only person that gets called like that. Those kind of calls. Him, he's the only one that gets treated like that because it has his name on the fucking rule. Like refs don't know. The refs don't even know how to properly implement the shit.
Yeah, man. When the NBA has to change the rules because a certain player is so good at taking advantage of that, it speaks.
Remember when that's what they did with AI when they made that crossover rule.
Yeah. Boy, I changed.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
It just boggles my mind that nobody is buying into the James Harden hype train, which he deserves.
Yeah.
Like I just the other day, I was looking at some old sports takes on the Rockets from earlier this year, and when Mike D'Antoni had came out and said James Harden is the best offensive player ever, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing all these people talking about, oh, he's not better than LeBron on offense. He's not better than Kobe on offense. Yes, he is. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Like,
but people see that athleticism, and that's what they attribute as being offensively gifted. You know, just because you're athletic, that doesn't translate into being a better offensive player. You know, they see that flashy shit. That's the thing that people take away from James because you don't get a lot of dunks out of him. He'll get you one every now and then. It'll be nice, but nothing too fancy, nothing too over the top. And that's what a lot of people like to attribute to those other guys that, they're high flyers, they're dunkers, but those games, those knees get shortened doing all that shit. Harden's game transfers into longevity because he's not doing all that overly active, that old shit. Exactly, Cavity Creek.
That's the great thing about Harden. His first couple years with OKC, he rode the bench, right? And that hurt his numbers bad. He's going to make up for those seasons where he lost his numbers. He's probably going to play 5 to 7 years after people would think he'd be done.
Oh, he'll definitely have a longer career than Westbrook.
Yeah. Definitely. Because once Westbrook's athleticism goes out the window, what's he going to do? He's not a great shooter.
One of the worst in the league.
He's got decent handles, but let's not pretend he's like a Harden or a Kyrie. Yeah. Westbrook's entire game is based off his athleticism. Harden is 100% based off skill.
Westbrook ain't clutch either. Westbrook throw down shots with 50 seconds left when they team up by 3 and lose the game all the time.
Yeah, that's why I say I like him taking the last shot because that always works in somebody else's fucking favor. Fucking Westbrook is, he's a weirdo. That floor mopping
I am gonna have to dip out right here.
All right, that's bad, man. Well, I appreciate you following through things. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. It's pretty much game time now. I know it's usually a few minutes after 7 they get to tipping off. So we're gonna all call it a wrap here, man. I appreciate everybody following through. I appreciate. But I mean, my thing about Westbrook is he don't got handles like he can blow past you. He can kind of get you in that manner, but he's not gonna shake you necessarily, But again, like I said, I appreciate everybody for following through and showing some love. Catch a little bit of game action here, and like I said, we probably be able to get a little den action later or some Twitch action a little later. I'm trying to see what's up with Mr. Shaquille O'Cushington and see if we're going to either get on the way out or the or some fucking, what's the other shit? Or I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight solo. But we'll see what's shaking, man. So I appreciate everybody for fucking with the flavor. I appreciate y'all following through. We're going to go ahead and check out these rocks. I'm going to give y'all a quick prediction. With no Dame, you got Gordon and Rhino out. I'm going to call this one a little bit lower scoring than normal. I'm going to say this one will be, I'm going to call this one 108 to 93 Rockets. Let me make sure I write that down. 108 to 93 with the Rockets get the dub. And that's unfortunate, though, because I'd like to see the Blazers have Lillard going into the playoffs. 'Cause I need the Blazers to be in the mix. A round table of the Kush deal. Yeah, that's what we need to. We need to make that shit shake. Oh, that's the same score you put down there?
Definitely.
Let me see. Let me see what you, Brandon, what you put on there. Did I put your mark my word? Hold on. Let me check your score. I might not have got you down, Brandon. I might have missed you. I'm glad you said something. Let me go back and look and see. You know. I got Voodoo Child. I got Chet.
They just had a video of Harden dancing again.
He dancing again. They probably got that shit set up to doing that shit deliberately.
Yeah.
Because this has been like the last two games. Well, this is the third game in a row. Let me see. That's a live chat action. Say 119 to 103, 104. Man, that's close. It is close, man. It ain't just all the way. You know. But with that being said, I fucks with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for following through. I appreciate y'all for showing some love. And like I said, I'm trying to make sure everything is everything. Yeah. He was 108.97. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him 4 less points. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I definitely give him 108. But with that being said, Wise, I appreciate you following through. Shout out to Man Up who fucked with us on his break for a little bit and, you know what I'm saying, showing some dedication to the situation. Shout out to Phoenix for following through and showing some love. And with that being said, man, we're going to chunk up the deuce, let y'all go catch this game. I appreciate it. Y'all stay saucy, and we out.